What's going on, guys? Megazord here, and I'm hopefully gonna be back now. I was supposed to be back yesterday, and then, wouldn't you know it, my boss screwed up the scheduling, and then I had to come in and cover because he just didn't schedule enough people. Anyway, this is gonna be round 2 of the Anything Goes Minitour versus Dandelion, who also decides to bring RC Spam round 1, as I bring the same team round 1 because I haven't really built, and recently I've been finding all my Anything Goes builds, like, kinda shitty. Like, need improvement. So I just went with some shit I already had. I've got, like, the same okay matchup against RC Spam. Could definitely be better, but we kind of just saw this, you know. He's got the same sort of standard setup, and it's whatever. So he leads Arceus, I lead Dialga. Same thing. Like, he Source Dances, I'm gonna just go for the Flash Cannon. He clicks Earthquake. I'm like, lol, suka. Take that, only do 55%, kill it off with the Draco, boom. What more could you want? Now, the different thing that's going to happen this time is that he goes into Arceus Steel, and I'm like, well, I can just sack Dialga. I don't need it. I have Thunderwave Kyogre in the back, so I'm just going to keep clicking Fire Blast, let him set up on me, because Thunderwave Ogre can just paralyze it after. It can take a hit easy, no problem, and I don't really want to risk anything, so why would I switch out? I could have switched out on the obvious recover. I don't. I'm like, I still have Thunderwave Ogre. By the way, I should mention, I'm playing this at like 11 o'clock at night. Because I'm just like, you know, fuck, I want to get this over with. Not a good excuse. Not an excuse at all. But that is when I was playing it. You know, maybe I can even get a burn and cripple it. Actually, that would kind of suck. Because then I would be able to paralyze it. Never mind. You know, but I'm not really thinking too clearly. So, he's going to set... He's going to set all the way up. I'm like, yeah, I got my Ogre in the back. It's chill. He still can't kill me. He's got Earth Power. It's fine. I can live with that. Not even an issue. Then I click on my Ogre. And I'm like, hang on. This isn't Thunderwave Kyogre. This is a Sleep Talk Kyogre. Or maybe it's Calm Mind. I don't even remember. But it's not Thunderwave. So... Sorry for the lame replay to start. Look at that. That did 0. He does 53% as I missed an Origin Pulse. That might, if I was lucky, it might have put him in range of like a couple of Earthquakes or something. But I'm just going to like skip through this. Click the skip turn button. I even went 2 speed ties just to kill this with both my E-killers. But it's like over. You know, what am I supposed to do? He's going to set up with the do and then kill me with the thing. And then, yeah, it's over. Lackluster game 1. I can tell you that. So, I, like, slapped myself in the face. Like, Megazord, it's wake the fuck up. Okay. Shitty commentary aside. Game 2, I just bring the same team. I'm not clicking something different. I'm just bringing the same thing. He's got stall. Like, semi-stall. But definitely, for Anything Goes, this is erring on the side of stall. He's got the Chansey, he's got the Gira. It's whatever. I think I do have a decent matchup against this. Because he has 2 E-Killer checks, and both of those are fucked by Diancie, which he has no switch-ins to. Like, he's got the defensive Yveltal, he's got the defensive Giratina, that's fine. He might even be offensive Yveltal. But I have a Diancie, which sort of just smacks him in the face. His only, like, switch-in is Chansey, because that can take a Diamond Storm, but it has to recover, and I can sort of play around that. And Diamond Storm still does, like, 35-40%. So, he leads Ho-Oh. I just toss out my Diancie because it has like a very good shot of having a good matchup if I just lead with it. I think I just protect just in case he's running Earthquake, which has gotten pretty rare. They're more like sub-roost sets, but still could have it. As he reveals the fucking Arceus Steel. I don't like this thing. Just clicks Earth Power, maybe trying to catch Dialga or something as they go to Ogre. I did change to Thunderwave. I did that, but I just click Origin Pulse. Would have done like a solid 20%, maybe 25%. I have no idea what the calc is, to be honest, but I miss. He goes to Gira. I can just go to Diancie. Like, 99% of the time, they don't run anything to hit Diancie. I don't know what he would have, so I'm just going to click Earth Powers that to 60% to his Arceus Steel. Got to get the hell out of there. Hopefully he attacks and doesn't recover, predicting the switch, but he actually does. It was sort of like a free recover there, and I definitely didn't want to risk my Diancie, but his Steel CS is weakened. What more could I ask for? Origin Pulse does 36% of the Chansey, which is just so good. If I had Calm Mind, I'd just smash him here. But nope, I changed it for Thunderwave. I changed it for the... Well, that's just really unfortunate, but I'm going to go Dialga on the Chansey just because I want to get a Stealth Rock, and I also wanted to scout to see if it was either Toxic or T-Wave. I still don't know. I do not end up learning that, but it's whatever. So I'm just going to go to my Ghostlius, click Wisp, just still trying to scout as he reveals Toxic, which really sucks because I didn't want to get my Ghostlius Toxic, and now it is, which really sucks. That's unfortunate, but I can just go to Diancie because I can sort of just screw with this thing. As he ends up going Gira, I didn't predict that, but it ended up working out. Definitely some of my plays were weird, it's pretty late, but I'm just going to Moonblast. He wants to defog so that Ho-Oh can actually be alive, but I do get off a solid 52%, and the evasion drop, which is so incredibly relevant. But he's going to go to Ho-Oh as I just click Earth Power trying to get the Steelseus, and I'm just going to click Diamond Storm. I'm not predicting him to double around at all. As he stays in, probably predicting me to Earth Power again, I'm like, nope. Nope, dead Ho-Oh. I am taking that so hard. So he goes Steelseus right back to Dawn, because he's probably going to recover, and why not just click Groudon? That's a Kyogre, excuse me. As he goes into the Rayquaza and takes 44% from Origin Pulse, which is really fucking nice. I'm just going to end up sacking Ogre. It's gotten pretty weak to the point where that, like, if his Steelseus Calm Minds on the switch-in, it's not going to be able to win at all. So, now I'm going to go Dialga, because I'm like, I got the Shucca Berry. And it ends up, he's running V-Create, not Earthquake, which I should have done something about, but I didn't. Fortunately, that means Diancie can take a hit, and it's faster because of the speed drop, but either way, Diancie would be able to take a hit later on, as we saw in Game 1 of the last series. Take out the Ray. As he goes Steelseus, I still want Diancie. It fucks with the rest of his team, so I'm just going to go to Arceus Ghost. I don't like Steelseus. It's just going to Calm Mind on me, but I can burn it, and I can start whittling it down. Just like the last time. He ends up not trying to Calm Mind stall me and just kills me. If he did, I'd just get off some damage, then go to my double Earthquake users and kill it. But I can go to my own Arceus on the Steelseus, and I'm just going to Swords Dance, because either he stays in... Oh, no, I Earthquake. I should have Swords Dance there. But either way, he's got his Yveltal in. I'm going to go right to Diancie. Because basically all I need is this Yveltal down, and then E-Killer can maybe beat the Giratina. I don't quite remember how healthy it is, but I'm just going to go Diancie. Click Earth Power, trying to catch a Steelseus as he goes to Chansey. I'm just going to Diamond Storm. It does 30%, so I'm not beating his Chansey, unfortunately. I needed more damage, but I'm going to get right out of there. Expecting to recover, I just need to go right into Arceus. He ends up going for the Aromatherapy, which cures the burned Steelseus. And I'm going to double right back into Diancie, trying to catch his Yveltal. He ends up Toxicking. Really questionable play. I could have just Swords Dance. I'm Lum. Then I just take out his Chansey, but I don't know exactly what he was predicting, but I'm going to go to Arceus predicting the Aromatherapy. Now I'm just going to Swords Dance. Like, you're going to Toxic? I will take advantage of that. Absolutely. As he Seismic Tosses. I ended up going for another Swords Dance, because that's basically free. He goes to Yveltal, and this is why, like, 2 E-Killer is just so good. Look, that's a +4 E-Killer. It says 3 times. It's +4, because you go all the way to +6. But look, now his Yveltal's weakened. Now it can't take on my other E-Killer. So, like, you can just use one E-Killer and still have an E-Killer chilling in the back, and it's all good. So, like, he goes to his Steelseus, just takes out Diancie. At this point, I'm just going to Swords Dance with my own Arceus. Hope he's max speed, max HP, Calm Mind. That's, like, the standard set. So, I'm going to be able to just take that and just win the speed tie, which is really nice. Take him out as, look, second E-Killer chill in the back. What are you going to do about it? E-Speed doesn't end up killing with Chansey, which is absolutely that's so dumb that Chansey's so bulky, but because that hit just did nothing, I'm able to live the Seismic Toss. I'm sorry, because I won the speed tie versus his Steelseus, I'm able to live the Seismic Toss because I'm still healthy enough. Dragon Shadow Claw just barely misses the KO, but so does his Dragon Tail, and even though I stumble over all my words in the post-com, I'm gonna win with like a 10% E-Killer, which was nuts. And there are a ton of people like spamming stuff in the chat, being like commentating the game and whatnot, and they were just like, oh god. So this is basically anything goes. You wear down their team with one E-Killer so you can win with the other E-Killer. Isn't that a balanced meta, guys? Last game, I bring a team that I just stole from Gunnar Rohan, it's on the sample teams thread. I'm like, I need something new. I need something I haven't really used. So I'm going to go with this one. It's dual Groudon. One of them's support. One of them's rock polish. Or maybe it's dual dance. I don't remember. And Mega Mewtwo X. Bulk up Mega Mewtwo X, which isn't really seen. He brings the second team, which he said he didn't mean to do, but it's still a good team. It's still threatening. So, you know. He's going to lead with his Yveltal. I'm just going to toss out my support Groudon because I want Stealth Rock up as early as possible. Pressure is Steelseus. Because he's just going to have problems removing versus this team. If you look at my team, I have offensive Yveltal, I have Mega Mewtwo X, I have 2 Dawns, I have 2 Arceus. Like, it's not the easiest to remove against. So I'm going to go to Yveltal. He ends up Toxicking, predicting a switch, which really sucked. But wearing me down could be worse. I'm just going to Oblivion Wing, revealing I'm Life Orb offensive, and it does so much. Because he's defensive. He's also Rocky Helmet, so he's not going to be recovering out of range. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go right into Arceus Steel, predicting a switch into Chansey, because I'm special. Chansey can wall that. He ends up staying in and roosting, which kind of sucked, but I at least have Arceus Steel in, and I can just click Toxic, as he ends up letting me cripple his Giratina, at least until you run with therapies. It's at this point in the game I remember, oh yeah, the Giratina is the defogger, not Arceus Steel. I fucked up. I can't pressure that nearly as easily. Oh, it's Toxic, so that's something, but I said Arceus Steel because that was actually my thought process in the game. Oh yeah, he's defog Arceus Steel. No, he's not. Shut up, Megazord, you're drunk. Go drunk, Megazord, you're home. So I'm going to set up Stealth Rock because he's just like, free switch to Ray, why not? He tries to click Dragon Dance. I'm like, there's no way this is sweeping me turn 5, so I'm just going to click Roar, pretty safe, as it ends up throwing him out into Giratina, which is really nice, because wear this thing down more before Chansey can get in, why not? I'm just going to click Precipice Blades. I swear that's the hardest move to say, it's so dumb. As he removes, but is almost dead, I can just click Stealth Rock again as he ends up switching into his Yveltal. I mean, that's fine. That's fine with me. Look, his Giratina is now too low to get rid of hazards, which means his Yveltal's crippled, his Ray's annoyed, and his Ho-Oh's crippled, and I can go right to Arceus Steel. He's defensive. He can't touch me. There's no threat here, so he's going to pop on out into Chansey, take the Judgment, do like 17%, because Chansey's kind of dumb like that, you know. But I'm going to go right to Mega Mewtwo X, because he's clicking some sort of support move, and this is just a free opportunity to toss out some sort of fighting attack. He ends up going into Yveltal, probably predicting the Psy Strike, because hits on physical defense obviously kind of sucks. Drain Punch does not do a lot. And at this point, I have Ice Punch, but I really didn't think it was going to kill, and he could definitely cripple me, so I'm just going to go to Arceus Steel, as he ends up roosting, which is fine. I'm just keeping up the pressure with Mewtwo X, which he doesn't have a lot for. He ends up getting in his Ho-Oh on the Toxic, which is good for him. It's basically the only way Ho-Oh is doing something, because everything else is basically just going to kill it pretty easily. I go to my other Arceus, revealing it's Arceus Ground. It gets burned, but I am a special set, which is why I was like, okay, I can go to Arceus Ground, just sort of scout. Ground Sea is just not really doing that much this game. Now I'm going to go to Yveltal, because the fact that he did so little probably meant he's some sort of more support Ho-Oh. He ends up going Chansey, though. And because of that, I can just taunt him and prevent him from doing any sort of shit. Then switch out. Knowing that he's probably just going to Seismic Toss, I can go right to Mewtwo. And this is a free opportunity to just Drain Punch again. He's got nothing for Mewtwo at this point. His Giratina is just too weakened to take it on. I actually bulk up. Because all he can do is Seismic Toss. He can't cripple me, so I might as well get the boost. Then he goes to Gira. I can just take that out with an Ice Punch. So, Mega Mewtwo. Not really a seen threat, but it's high on viability, and this team is pretty cool for it, as he ends up going Yveltal. I click Ice Punch, hoping it's going to kill. It actually does 0, because Yveltal's just... Yveltal's just so bulky. I thought that would at least put him in range of Stealth Rock, but no, if he switches out, he's still going to live Stealth Rock. That's crazy. Like, that's a +1 Mewtwo. Like, holy shit. So, I just go in my own Yveltal, click Oblivion Wing as he goes to Steelseus. Just preserving his Yveltal, because why not? He knows he can switch into that. I'm going to go right into my support Groudon, the support one, as he ends up predicting that with Earth Power, which means he's able to 2-hit KO it. Kinda sucks, but it's whatever. At this point, I really feel like I have the game in my the bag. As I go to my Groudon, which is Rock Polish, and this is what I expected to sweep. Earth Power does like a lot. I thought it would do less. It ends up doing a fair amount, but I'm just going to Rock Polish up and click Precipice Blades. His Yveltal is going to live the Stealth Rock, as I really should have predicted it coming out, because at this point I have to Fire Punch it. My only way of killing it is Contact, and because of the Rocky Helmet damage, he puts me in range of Ray's E-Speed. I didn't expect that. I was like, well, I can win. Then he goes to Ho-Oh, and he ends up living the hit anyway, because based on rolls, it was definitely in my favor. And which means he's going to be able to take me out with a Brave Bird, but I wouldn't have swept anyway because he had Ray. Although, at this point, I can get my Arceus in. Because his Chansey can only Seismic Toss me, I'm going to eventually be able to, stall this out with Toxic and shit. And, there's nothing you can do about it. He ends up actually going into a Steelseus, as I predict him going in at that turn, and Judgment, get a crit, and then end up finishing off with the Fire Blast. The crit should not have mattered. I actually get 2 crits there. But at this point, the game's over. Chansey can't win versus Arceus, Steel, and Taunt Yveltal. So I can just, sack this to get damage on Ray. He ends up Dragon Dancing, which looks kind of threatening. So I'm going to sack my Arceus Ground. Just playing it safe. Arceus Steel could be more useful. And he ends up clicking V-Create. And because of the speed drop with V-Create, he's going to be slower than my Arceus Steel. He can't Dragon Dance because I do have Ice Beam. And now Arceus Steel can come back in. Oh no, he got the speed boost from V-Create. Never mind. I go to Yveltal. I totally miscommed that. I'm almost tempted to redo the whole thing, but I'm lazy as fuck. Basically, he Dragon Dances on me. I'm going to sack my Groundseus, because Groundseus does not beat Chansey one-on-one. Steelseus can beat Chansey one-on-one. Now that that's done, I can go into my offensive Yveltal, and this is a total 50-50. Extreme Speed is not going to kill me. It just won't do it. So if I sucker on the non-extreme speed, I win. But if he E-speeds predicting that, then I lose. But if I go for an attack predicting that, and he attacks, so it's just a 50-50. This is all the game comes down to. So I'm going to click Sucker Punch. I end up winning the 50-50, and that 50-50 alone ends up winning me the best of 3. Really close. Well, not the first game was not close. The last 2 games were absolutely close, and I end up just barely coming out victorious versus Dandelion. I'm not a huge fan of the teams I used. Even the one that I've already used twice in both the best of 3s, that team is still weak as hell. Geomancy Xerneas, and I'm definitely going to build more. Try harder for the next ones. Hopefully commentate them a little better. I know this was garbage. I just haven't done it for a while, so excuse me. But anyway, hope you enjoyed. I hope it's a good thing that I'm going back to content and not a bad thing. I've got 95 subs now. I don't even know when that happened. I'm not sure why people are subbed to this shit commentary, but yeah, I can definitely do better than this one. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed at least a bit, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.